What you're about to listen to is Rush Limbaugh's inner demons, his inner misogyny coming out, despite the fact that he lost hundreds of thousands of dollars of advertising, despite the fact that he got kicked off a bunch of affiliates because of his blatant misogyny. It cannot help itself but to creep out of his massive shell. And then what you're going to now see and just hear, if you see how he stops himself in mid-sentence, as he's getting an I am probably from his producer who says, whoa, 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 you got to back off on this. And then you'll hear how he tries to salvage it at the end. But here is rampant misogynist Rush Limbaugh, who cannot help himself.
Marina, thanks much. Carl in Lee, never heard of this. Somewhere in California. How are you, sir?
Oh, fine, sir. That's Leona Valley.
Leona?
Yes.
Okay, that's not spelled that way. Okay.
My thought is going back to the problem of Obamacare and going back to the problem of how Obama got into the White House. I was looking at the Constitution the other day thinking about when we repealed the 18th Amendment. And I thought the 26th Amendment, which gave us the right to vote for 18-year-olds, if we're going to look back on this in 10 or 15 years and think, this is where the problem started, we would not have, the dynamic was set up to have somebody that was this foolish get elected.
Nah, I can do one better than that.
Well, you know what?
When women got the right to vote, when it all went downhill. Because that's when votes started being cast with emotion and maternal instincts that government ought to reflect.
Well, before 21...
Okay, stop for a second. Did that sound like a joke to you? No, I could do one better. The electorate really got bad when it gave women the vote. And that's when they started to... they voted with emotion, and when government became maternal. Try and see if you can see the comedic construct there. No, I don't think you can. But, however, he stops. He gets that I am. He lets the caller speak.
The 18-year-olds, they only know, their only financial knowledge is, hey, I need money, I'll ask mom for it. And with the state of education these days, I'm not sure there's that much history or government taught.
Yeah, I'm joking about the women's vote. I'm just a little frustrated here. But look, the young people don't vote enough. I appreciate what you're saying. I don't think it's quite applicable yet.
Beep, beep, backing it up. That is the sound of a misogynist who realizes, oops, I can't go there for another 6 to 8 months. And, just to understand what he's saying here, let's assume for the moment, let's give Rush Limbaugh, for the sake of argument, which I don't think is true, but for the sake of argument, that women are more emotional and more maternal and have a maternal perspective on things and a more emotional perspective. Why wouldn't we allow for the attributes of 50% of our population to in any way implicate society? The guy hates women. He cannot help himself. And he's also apparently a really bad joke teller.
The caller was a pretty big asshole, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Blaming 18-year-olds. How dare they have a say in whether they go off to war or have
You
a future?
just die in war, douchebag. You don't get to vote. You don't know your finances yet. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And just because your experience was when you were 18, mommy and daddy were there to give you money, doesn't mean everybody's experience is the same, dick.